If you have a busy life and you're already finding it tough to make time for the gym, how can you also make time for other important activities that are going to improve your overall health and well-being, such as stretching, yoga, cardio? This is a question I was recently asked by Jeff, a busy father of 2 young kids with a very demanding career. So I'm going to roll with this vlog style, take you through how I fit in all these activities throughout my day, have a conversation about what I think you can do to improve your chances of incorporating them into your overall lifestyle as well. So I naturally wake up around 5:30 a.m., dive into some deep work, then catch a gorgeous sunrise like I did this morning. Then Chiefy Dog and I get out for our morning walk, typically between 6:30, 7 a.m., depending on what time of year it is. This is one of my favorite times of the day. Not only is it a non-negotiable for me, but it's definitely a non-negotiable for my furry homie Chiefy Dog there. He needs his activity level, and I just find it great for grounding me in the moment, really beginning my day with a sense of gratitude, getting myself in tune with what makes me tick, my inner nature. Like, I just love being outside in nature, getting sunlight in my eyes, listening to all the sounds around me, the smells around me. It just invigorates me and really sets the tone for the rest of my day. So getting out here first thing in the morning not only gives me a nice little break from the work that I already put in a good solid hour of work this morning, but just charges me up to give even better focus and productivity to what I'm about to do now with my work. At nearly 48 years young, mobility and flexibility have become more and more important to me. And the great thing is, you don't need to set aside a lot of time in order to improve upon them. You can do them in small little chunks throughout your day. So you can take a little break, just 2 minutes at a time, maybe 5 minutes at a time. You can grab a broomstick, just stretch out your triceps here. You can stretch out your shoulders by you just have that hand back behind you and you're pulling down with that. You're gonna feel the stretch in the shoulders here. You can stretch your chest and bicep muscles with the broomstick here. You can stretch out your back, your upper back muscles. You have your hands underneath here. Just kind of rotate that broomstick back and over. There's a lot of times where I will just head into the door frame. I've got a pull-up bar over here where I'll do some dead hangs or maybe stretch out my obliques. And again, you're stretching out the shoulders at the same time. Great for your spinal health, your shoulder health, hips. Everything's gonna feel so much better when you spend a little bit of time dead hanging. So that might just be my quick little break, is walk over to the pull-up bar, hang as long as I can, and then get back to work. Maybe I'll drop down on the floor. I wanna stretch out my hamstring. I'm trying to do a front split and a side split. So I'm trying to improve upon this. I'm just going to try to split myself as much as I can forward and just hold it for maybe 60 seconds if I can. I can do some dynamic movements where I'm just pushing down into my heel and pushing down into my knee. Try to squeeze a contraction here, relax, push down, do it again. I can try to get down into a frog position here, stretch out the groin. Or I can even try to just do a split there. So it doesn't take much. You don't have to set aside half an hour to do your mobility, your flexibility. You can do it anytime throughout the day. You can do it in your office, at your desk. You can do it while you're working, just doing something. If you don't have a broomstick there, you can just grab upon your elbow and try to crawl your fingers down your back there. Stretch out your triceps. You can just hug yourself, try to stretch out your back muscles there. Bring your arm across your body. You can stretch your neck muscles there. So you do different mobility drills to try to loosen yourself up. You can do so many different things throughout the day. Just finished a kick-ass leg workout. Today was focused on accessory movements. We had extensions, leg curls, hip thrust, hip flexion, inner thighs, outer thighs. One of my favorite workouts because it focuses on some of my weak points. Sorry, it's a bit windy out here today. But one of the mistakes I see a lot of guys make is assuming that they need to do a lot more than they think they do when it comes to weight training here. I'm in the gym 4 days per week. I used to be in the gym 6 days per week. My workouts are now 45 minutes long. I used to be in the gym in 90 minutes, sometimes even upwards of 2 hours. I'm keeping my workouts time efficient by crushing every freaking set. I give every set I do absolutely everything I've got. I leave it all there on the gym floor. So because I'm giving that level of effort, I can't perform as many sets. I don't need as many exercises. I don't need as many sets in order to experience that training effect. So I can really basically, after 45 minutes, I have nothing left in me to give. So that keeps my workouts time efficient, but incredibly effective as well. I'm not scrolling through my phone. I mean, I take as long as I need to fully recover between sets, but I'm not wasting any time. I'm just giving it all the absolute best that I've got. So 4 workouts per week, always changing different splits. It's more than enough. I see a lot of guys, like even Greg O'Gallagher is only training 2 days per week right now. A lot of guys are training anywhere from 2 to 4 days per week and absolutely kicking butt. So don't feel like you need to be in the gym 6 days per week. I actually feel like 4 days is better. Getting better results now than I did when I was training 6 days per week. But again, I'm doing a lot of other activities along with this. So I got to take that into consideration as well. Now, the really important goal for me at this stage of my life is to improve my functional strength. So I've been making time throughout my day to incorporate some calisthenic movements. Right now, I'm gonna do about 5 minutes of handstand practice. I'm gonna see how I can get up this first attempt here. See how this goes. Oops, overkill. Let me get that one more attempt here. Oh, still a little bit overkill. So if I didn't nail it the first time, that's okay. I might have put my one foot up against the wall. I'm just gonna try to hold this in a perfectly stacked position. My elbows above my wrist, shoulders above my elbows, hips above my shoulders, knees, everything. Try to get everything in alignment and hold this for as long as I can. I think I did about 2 minutes last week. In class, I go to yoga class every Monday night. It's a Power Peaks class where we practice these inversions here, and we do 2 90-second holds, which is a really good challenge. This is great for the back, great for the shoulders, great for the core. But yeah, ideally, I want to try to be, I was hoping I did this nailed the first time. I've been getting it pretty good in class with the initial handstand. Oops. Not enough. There we go. So if at first you don't succeed, try again. I wasn't so sure I was going to get that handstand there today, but felt really good just to keep at it. And a lot of it's in your head too, and just finding your balance there. But this has been huge for me just because with lifting weights, strong in a shoulder press, you can do some heavy dumbbells there, but it's a whole different ballgame when you're trying to lift your body up and trying to get yourself in a nice straight line. So really working on this. Obviously I'm gassed as well right now. It's a good cardiovascular workout at the same time, but really learning about your body, and it's done wonders for me. Overall, I just can't say enough about calisthenics. So that's why even cutting back to 4 days a week of weight training has been ideal for me, because this is a workout for my shoulders, it's a workout for the back, it's a workout for the traps, even the core there. So you really got to manage that muscle damage and recovery and really tie it all in together. Getting out for a post-dinner walk with my furry homie Chiefy dog here. Now 4 times per week, Chief gets out for a walk in the morning with me as well as after dinner. And 3 times per week, I use this time to do some form of moderate intensity cardio, maybe a bike ride or a jog. Wintertime, I will probably get on the stair climber or a spin bike, something along those lines, just to get my heart rate up and to challenge myself. So this has become a top priority for me once again in recent years. Just came out of an amazing hot yoga class. Looks like a storm rolled through while we're in there. There's actually a rainbow out here right now. I am absolutely freaking hooked on yoga. It is the perfect complement to my weight training. Really, I've never felt better in my entire life. Again, the focus is on mobility, flexibility, correcting muscle imbalances, muscle weaknesses. Tonight's class was a yin class, which is very relaxing, perfect evening class there, where you melt into some deep stretches and you hold them for like 3 to 5 minutes. The rest of the classes I take throughout the week are pretty freaking intense. Like I said, some hand balancing poses in there, leg balancing poses, strength work, Tomorrow's class is going to be a wall class. Everything is upside down. It is freaking incredible. So, it has done my body a world of good. Never in my life did I think I'd be hooked on yoga, but it's exactly what I need at this time in my life. Now, while I started with yoga, it was just a 10 to 15 minute video that I was watching on YouTube. Because again, the focus on that was just to improve my mobility and my flexibility. I didn't think yoga was handstands and crows and all this different kind of funky athletic calisthenic type stuff. So my eyes and my world have been open to just an amazing experience, and I couldn't be more grateful. And now to address the important question of how to fit all these activities into your busy lifestyle. Now, first of all, there's no one-size-fits-all answer here. We all have different lifestyles. Some people work 8-hour shifts, other people work 12-hour shifts. Some people have a 30-minute commute to work, other people have a 2-hour commute to work. Some people have young children who are very involved in sports and activities. You gotta drive them around and manage their schedules, so it makes it a little bit more difficult, a little bit more challenging. So take what I'm sharing with you here today and just modify it to suit you and your needs. But I'm confident that anyone and everyone can find a way to fit all these different activities into their overall weekly schedule at least. So when it comes to weight training, like I said, 3 to 4 days per week, 30 to 45-minute training sessions is more than enough. It's all I need to build my best body, and it's all you need as well when you're giving your best effort. If all you have is 20 minutes, make the most out of that 20-minute experience there. Give your maximum effort. You're going to be golden. When it comes to this stretching, like I said, I'm just doing a couple minutes here, a couple minutes there throughout the day, doing it at my desk, doing it when I'm winding down at the end of the day, just chilling. It's a great wind down routine for me. It's something that you can do with your partner, something that you can do with your family. Same thing with yoga. You don't have to do a 1-hour yoga session at a studio or anything like that. You can do like I did in the beginning, just follow along with a YouTube video that's 10 to 15 minutes long. Do that with your partner. Guys, it's a great way to create that bonding experience. You guys get through it, you feel good about yourself, you have to build up a little bit of confidence there. Who knows, as you're walking into the bedroom there, could lead to a little bit more intimacy. Again, great bonding experience. Same thing when it comes to the cardio and the walking. I mean, you could do some cardio and walking on your lunch break, maybe with some colleagues. You can do it first thing in the morning with a partner, with your spouse. You can do it at the end of the day with your family, your partner and your kids. I know, Jeff, you get out for bike rides with your kids as well. So incorporating, I think, family and friends and really enhancing and building upon your relationships while you're being active at the same time is just an incredible overall experience. It's one of the best things that you can do because it just ties in all the good things, the feel good things into these experiences there together. So don't feel like you always have to leave people, leave friends, leave family, like you're being selfish in those experiences. Find a way to incorporate people into your active lifestyle. It's going to pay huge dividends. And I gotta say, like, the number one thing that has allowed me to kind of fit all these activities into my lifestyle may sound counterintuitive, but sleep, getting more sleep. It's non-negotiable for me, 8 to 8.5 hours of sleep each and every night. It allows me to be more focused and more productive with my work, so I get way more done in less time, which frees up more time for me to be active. I still put in at least an 8-hour shift. There's a lot of times I've got more time in my day, I'm gonna work more because I love what I do. I love serving others. But really, when you think about it, even if I'm sleeping 8.5 hours a day there, the days that I'm not weight training, I'm being active for 2 hours out of the day. I got the 1-hour yoga session, I've got a 30-minute walk, maybe another 30-minute walk, or some form of cardio instead. The days I am working out, again, that adds in that other 45-minute weight training session, but again, a commute to the gym and everything. So about 2 hours on non-weight training days, 3 hours on weight training days. So on non-weight training days, 8.5 hours plus 2 hours, that's 10.5 hours. Let's say I'm working 8-hour shift there, 18.5 hours. That gives me like 5.5 hours to do other things. Part of that's going to be commuting. Part of it might do some grocery shopping, get some other stuff done, but I'm still going to have a fair amount of time to dedicate towards my friends and my family and doing other activities that bring great joy to my life. Maybe I do just want to chill and watch a little television here and there if I have a little bit of extra time. But yeah, it's even if I'm on the weight training days where I'm doing yoga, weights, walk, and cardio, 3 hours, that gives me still 4.5 hours of my day. Again, some commuting and all that stuff involved in there, but it still gives me a fair amount of time to dedicate towards my family and my loved ones. So really, I think unless you're working 12-hour shifts all the time, that's going to be definitely a lot more difficult. to manage all this in there. So those are the times we're gonna have to kind of find ways to work in, like getting in your step count there, maybe work out on your lunch break. And again, when you're winding, if you want to, that's when I would like at home when you want to have that bonding experience with your family, try to get out for a walk or do activities with them, or again winding down with your partner or spouse, trying to do some stretching or some yoga together, being active together, getting out for a walk together, just doing something where you're kind of allowing yourself to be active but connect even more. And that's probably the next big thing there, in addition to sleep, is avoiding distractions, like not scrolling through social media, not wasting time on time sucks, like social media, like the news, like all that stuff that's just not serving you in any way, shape, or form. It's time that you could use to get more work done, or to dedicate towards your family, or to be more active. So I limit my distractions to the best of my ability. It's something I've been working on a lot this year and I've gotten so much better at, and it's amazing how much free time I now have to dedicate towards activities that I love, rather than just wasting it on my phone, just scrolling up and down. So again, sleep, avoid distractions is going to free up more time, allow you to give the best of yourself to what you're doing there, make you more productive, get more done in less time. You're going to have more energy to give the best of yourself to your family, your friends, to your training, to your active lifestyle there. So those are my tips to help you be active, fit all this into your busy lifestyle. I hope you found value in this. If you did, please do me a huge favor and smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. You know, a fellow bro who would benefit from watching today's video, please do me a favor and share it with them. More than anything, I'd love to hear from you down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts, share your insights, share your feedback, share your personal experiences. Like, how are you able to fit in all your activities into your overall active lifestyle? What would you like to incorporate more of into your lifestyle, but you're struggling there? Maybe you're trying to do like too much weight training, and cutting back on that is going to free up a little bit more time to do other activities, and you're not going to make any sacrifices for the gains. Actually, you may end up getting more benefits from cutting back a little bit on the weight training as well. So I'd love to hear about your experiences and what you think on the subject matter. Before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Lose Fat, Get Jacked. Have yourself an amazing day. Catch you next video.